the most wanted Nazi collaborator. The Holocaust was the systematic persecution and murder of approximately 6 million European Jews, sponsored by the Nazi German regime and its collaborators. Maurice Papon worked for the Vichy regime and collaborated with the Nazi regime in the deportation of thousands of Jewish citizens to concentration and extermination camps. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our updates. Born in the Paris region in 1910, into a middle-class family, he studied law, psychology and sociology at the Sciences Po de la Sorbonne, and, at only 20 years old, before finishing his studies, he joined the administration as an official in the cabinet of the Air Ministry. Intelligent and ambitious, he soon gained the trust of his commanders, worked in the presidency and foreign affairs, was a member of the Republican and Socialist University Action League, and in the Radical Socialist Youth and, at the age of 31, in May 1942, he was named Secretary General of the Gironde Prefecture. As direct manager of the Office of Jewish Questions, during the 2 years that he remained in that position, he coordinated the relations of the Vichy regime with the SS in his area and signed the forced transfer of some 1,600 Jews, including some 200 children, to the Nazi death camps. Very few survived. Like so many other French officials, he covered his tracks well and, as the fate of the occupiers changed, he became closer to the resistance. In fact, in the middle of 1944 he began to pass information on the activities and movements of the Nazis. Papon was also in charge of implementing the anti-Semitic laws voted by the Vichy government. By July 1942, he had already de-Judaized 204 companies, sold 64 Jewish-owned lands, and was in the process of de-Judaizing another 493 businesses. After the war, he held relevant posts in the French territories of Morocco and Algeria, and was appointed prefect of the Paris police by de Gaulle. His charges allowed him to continue erasing any clue that revealed his collaboration with the Nazis and gain the confidence of the country's main political leaders. 1981, during restoration work at the Bordeaux City Hall, some documents from the Vichy regime were found, including the deportation orders signed by Papon. Relatives of the victims filed a complaint against him in March 1984, but in February 1987 it was dismissed due to a procedural error. According to some observers, there was strong pressure from many quarters not to see France's past darkened by its alleged collaboration with the Nazis. But the victims did not give up and presented new accusations, although this time they accused Papon of being an accomplice in crimes against humanity and not directly as a participant. After 7 very hard years, finally on October 8, 1997, Papon sat down in the accused's dock. Papon was sentenced to 10 years in prison and a fine of 700,000 euros. In 1999 he managed to flee to Switzerland, but was arrested and imprisoned in the Santé in Paris. A few weeks after being admitted, he underwent heart surgery again and the doctors fitted him with a pacemaker. Papon's team of lawyers resorted to all possible legal and political instances, although for 3 years all their resources were rejected. Finally, on September 18, 2002, the Paris Court of Appeals suspended his prison sentence for health reasons. On February 8, 2007, he was hospitalized at the Ponto Combo Hospital, to be operated on February 13 for heart failure. He finally passed away on February 17, at almost 97 years of age.